What's up, I'm Kyle, and this is the Vervet Forest. A new baby has arrived, and his name is Paiwaket. Tori took Paiwaket to her cabin and fed him a bunch of rehab from a syringe.
Dave says I have to sniff you. Yep. He said this is what a wild vervet smells like. A couple of ticks. Maybe. Yeah, but they're only little.
He's got a lot of sores on his mouth, and it might be herpes, so we're going to have to keep him in quarantine for a little while longer and keep an eye on him.
Who found him?
Nobody knows. He was found alone by the river.
Again?
No troop around.
Damn river.
No sign of anything.
The little boy is also very shy and afraid of people, so Tori's been doing a great job of keeping him calm and comfortable.
And some more of this delicious rehab.
Merlin and Timothy moved to the D&D intro enclosure. Timothy had a lot more confidence than Merlin when it came to investigating their new neighbors.
Enjoy it? Yeah. Right?
But the troop was very excited. Unfortunately for them, neither Timothy or Merlin wanted to get too close to the fence. Timothy and Merlin spent most of their first day scoping the troop from a distance and munching down on some delicious food. It'll only be a couple of days before the first foster moms enter the enclosure. Stick is finally bandage free. He's healed up amazingly well, has got a ton of mobility in his leg, and really is only left with a tiny limp. But that didn't hold him back from joining Hannah and Elliot in the Engeltjie intro enclosure. Hannah and Stick bonded instantly and spent a lot of time together hanging out by the fence, chatting with the moms. Emma, Molly, and Boo Boo all joined the babies in the intro enclosure, and of course, they went straight for the food. Stick wasn't too sure about having these older monkeys in the intro enclosure with him and his new friends. So he spent a lot of time on the branches, keeping a very safe distance. He was definitely not ready to play with Boo Boo. But Stick's anxiety is not holding Boo Boo back from pouncing on him and pinning him to the ground. There's a bandit at the Vervet Monkey Foundation named Skinny Minnie Jr. Skinny Minnie Jr.'s mom was Skinny Minnie, a member of Camelot Troop, and Skinny Minnie's mom was Skinny. So Skinny Minnie Jr. is a bandit. She roams free on the Foundation, but she doesn't really participate with the rest of the bandit troop. But she does have a baby, Skinny Minnie Jr. Jr. Despite the fact that Junior and Junior Jr. don't hang out with the bandit crew, they love to hang out by the Engeltjie intro enclosure. Junior Jr. gets to play with the babies through the fence, and Junior goes off and forages and explores the Foundation. It's like a free daycare service and reality show mixed into one, right in your backyard. So you'll often see Junior and Junior just kicking it by the intro enclosure, hanging out, waiting to see what happens and see if they can get some grooms, groom some babies, or steal some food. The funny thing is that Stick seems to be more comfortable with Skinny Junior than he does with Emma, Molly, or Boo Boo. Elliot and Hannah, on the other hand, are doing perfectly fine and interacting with everyone in the troop and all the moms that come into the enclosure. And Emma and Hannah are forming quite the bond. With all this movement, it means that Janet is now all alone in Disneyland. For the time being, she doesn't seem to mind too much. She does look a little lonely now and then, but things will get better.
She says you're welcome. She said you looked like you were getting cold.
Over in the Saav intro enclosure, everything is perfect for Shemesh and Nora and their foster moms, Holly and Priya. The moms are content, the babies are calm. Now it's just a matter of waiting patiently for the 3-month mark. As per usual, the Skrow babies, Groot and Zabana and Mo and Aline, are all doing great. Benjamin and Dylan are sufficiently satisfied in the Gizmo intro enclosure and have no problem with a plethora of foster moms frequenting their new home. At Goliath, Dee Dee, Joby, and Jerry have grown in confidence and in size.
And Jerry's still just a clinger. That's a good change, though, from it being Dee Dee that was the one. You know, those first few days, it was so much more about her.
They've befriended plenty of juveniles in the troop, and their life with their foster mom, Mrs. Gold, couldn't be better. Last but not least is the biggest news of all. Foster moms Luca and Panikker were finally allowed to take their babies, Peggy and Jolie, to meet the troop in the main enclosure.
So two feeding cages, we've got 4 feeding cages. Yep, so we've got food is scattered all the way along the fence, and then they've got more chance of climbing off mum while she's eating.
The whole troop seemed to know that something was going on that morning because they were all sat by the fence waiting patiently. Jolie and Luca went out first. Jolie and Luca hung close to the fence for a little while and then made their way into the bush for some family bonding. They ate some food, chilled with their friends, and climbed the trees. Panikker and Peggy, on the other hand, took a long time to leave the enclosure. Panikker was stressed and not sure what was going on, so she paced throughout the enclosure, not allowing Peggy to grab onto her belly. The general rule for the integration of the babies and the moms is that the baby needs to be hanging on to the mom before we allow them to just go out into the troop, which makes it difficult when a mom is stressed and not wanting to pick up a baby. Finally, after much waiting and debating, the door was opened for Panikker to go out alone. Like a good mom, she walked out the door, stopped, turned around, Peggy ran out to meet her, then Panikker picked her right up, and they ran out into the bush together. The moms are pleased, the troop is content, and the babies are a bit mystified by their massive new home. This marks our first successful orphan integration of this baby season, and I know I speak for everyone when I say we could not be more pleased with the results. That's 2 babies down and about 15 more to go. And that's it for this episode of the Vervet Forest. I hope you enjoyed it. Check back every week for a brand new episode. And if you want to see more photos or videos of the monkeys in the interim, check out our Instagram, which is @Vervet_Forest. And if you want to help out by donating, then you can visit our PayPal, which is paypal.me/VERVET. See you later.